Everything begins at a birthday party when Charlie and his friends were still children. During one of those party games that adults probably shouldn't let happen without supervision, Charlie ends up in an embarrassing situation with a gothic girl named Anisha. Let's just say things get awkward, feelings get hurt, and a curse is cast. According to her, Charlie would never find true love because any woman who got involved with him would end up marrying the next guy who came along. A dramatic childhood curse, but as we'll see, apparently a very effective one. Years later, Charlie has become an extremely successful dentist, while his best friend Stu has become a plastic surgeon, which basically means one fixes teeth and the other fixes egos. Despite having a stable career, Charlie reveals to Stu that he has just broken up with his beautiful girlfriend, Carol. The strange thing is that she seemed completely in love with him, so even Stu can't understand what went wrong. While Stu works surrounded by glamorous women in his clinic, Charlie spends his days mostly treating elderly patients. Nothing against dentures, of course, but it's not exactly the most romantic environment in the world. After work, the two go to the wedding of Katie, one of Charlie's ex-girlfriends. And to make things even more comfortable, she publicly thanks him for being her good luck charm, because she found the love of her life right after breaking up with him. Coincidence? Stu starts to suspect that the curse might be real. Later, Cam has a small accident with a penguin, yes, a penguin, and ends up breaking a tooth. He calls Charlie asking for emergency treatment. He helps her immediately and even refuses payment, suggesting dinner in exchange. Cam politely refuses, but ends up coming back later when she can't start her car. Charlie helps her again and tries to invite her out one more time, but she says she's not emotionally ready. Meanwhile, Charlie's reputation as a good luck charm begins to spread. His assistant Reba shows up at his house begging to spend the night with him, convinced that it will guarantee her future marriage. Stu, always the great philosopher of terrible ideas, convinces Charlie to accept the situation and help other women find true love. The result? An absurd sequence of dates, and every woman ends up finding a husband shortly afterward. Despite the sudden popularity, Charlie begins to feel completely empty. The women aren't interested in him, they're interested in the supposed romantic side effect. Meanwhile, he keeps thinking about Cam. Eventually, he manages to convince her to go out to dinner. After a fun night at a festival, the two kiss, and it seems like something real is finally happening. But there's a huge problem. Every woman Charlie has been involved with ends up marrying the next guy. When Stu confirms that they are all married now, Charlie panics and decides not to get physically involved with Cam to avoid losing her. In a moment worthy of a classic romantic comedy, Charlie realizes that sometimes running away from love only makes things more complicated. Desperate, Charlie tries to prove that the curse is false, but his actions end up sabotaging his relationship with Cam. He becomes overprotective, exaggerates romantic gestures, and even argues with her hairstylist out of pure jealousy. Cam breaks up with him, and only then does Charlie realize that he needs to face the past. He goes looking for Anisha, the girl who supposedly cast the curse, and discovers that maybe the problem was never magic. In the end, Charlie runs to the airport to stop Cam from going to Antarctica with a penguin specialist. In a completely impulsive and extremely expensive gesture, he buys last-minute tickets and finally confesses his feelings. Cam discovers that the so-called specialist is married and realizes that Charlie is the one who truly loves her. The two end up together in Antarctica, surrounded by penguins and probably freezing, but happy. Interestingly, during the filming of Good Luck Chuck, several scenes involving penguins had to be carefully coordinated because the animals didn't exactly follow the script, which ended up creating spontaneous moments that were used in the final cut. Now, if you were in Charlie's place, would you believe in the curse or think it was all just extremely inconvenient coincidences? Share your opinion in the comments below. Sorry for the time without videos. I was dealing with some technical problems, but now I'll return to the previous posting frequency. Stay tuned and don't forget to check out the videos. See you in the next one.